Number 7. Right, so I've had a conversation with the kids that were jumping on the trampoline, yelling at me. They're happy and jumping around on the trampoline. Anyway, take your seats, everybody. Jack and I walked right behind a couple of sixth graders into the building and then followed them to the auditorium. Mrs. G was at the entrance handing out the programs and telling kids where to go. Fifth graders down the aisle to the left, she said. Sixth graders go to the right. Everyone, come in. Come in. Good morning. Go to your staging areas. Fifth graders to the left, sixth grade to the right. The auditorium was huge inside. Big sparkly chandeliers, red velvet walls, rows and rows of cushioned seats leading up to the giant stage. We walked down the wide aisle, and followed the signs of the fifth grade staging area, which is in a big room to the left of the stage. Inside were 4 rows of folding chairs facing the front of the room, which is where Miss Rubin was standing, waving us in as soon as we walked into the room. Okay, kids, take your seats. Take your seats, she was saying, pointing to the row of chairs. Don't forget, you're sitting alphabetically. Come on, everybody, take your seats. Not too many kids had arrived yet, though, and the ones who weren't listening to her, and the ones who had weren't listening to her. Story of our life. Me and Jack were sword fighting with our rolled up programs. Hey, guys! It was Summer walking over to us. She was wearing a light pink dress and I think a little makeup. Wow, Summer, you look awesome, I told her because she really did. Really? Thanks, so do you, Augie. Hey, you look okay, Summer, said Jack, kind of matter of factly. And for the first time, I realised that Jack had a crush on her. This is so exciting, isn't it? Said Summer. Yeah, kind of, I answered, nodding. Oh man, look at this program, said Jack, scratching his forehead. We're going to be here all freaking day. I looked at my program. Headmaster opening remarks, Dr. Harold Jansen. Middle school director's address, Mr. Lawrence Tushman. Light and day, middle school choir. Fifth grade student commencement address, Zamina Chin. Pack bell, canon in D. Middle school chamber music ensemble. Sixth grade student commencement address, Mark Antoniak. Under pressure, middle school choir. Middle school dean's address, Miss Jennifer Rubin. Awards presentation, feedback, roll call of names. Why do you think that? I asked. Because Mr. Jansen's speeches go on forever, said Jack. He's even worse than Tushman. My mom said she actually dozed off when he spoke last year, Summer added. That's what's the award presentation, I asked. That's where they give medals to the biggest brainiacs, Jack answered, which would mean Charlotte and Zamir will win everything in the fifth grade, like they won everything in the fourth grade and in the third grade. Not in the second grade, I laughed. They didn't give those awards out in second grade, he answered. Maybe you'll win this year, I joked. Not unless they give awards for the most C's, he laughed. Everybody take your seat. Miss Rubin started yelling louder now, like she was getting annoyed that nobody was listening. We have a lot to get through, so take your seats. Don't forget you're sitting in alphabetical order. A through G is the first row. H through N is the second row. O through Q is the third row. R through Z is the last row. Let's go, people. Actually, it's American. R through Z. Let's go, people. We should go sit down, said Summer, walking towards the front section. You guys are definitely coming over to my house after this, right? I called out after her. Definitely, she said, taking her seat next to Zamir Chin. When did summer get so hot? Jack muttered in my ear. Shut up, dude, I said, laughing as we headed towards the third row. Seriously, when did that happen? He whispered, taking the seat next to mine. Mr. Will, Miss Rubin shouted. Last time I checked, W came between R and Z. Yes? Jack looked at her blankly. Dude, you're in the wrong row, I said. I am. And the face he made as he got up to leave, which was a mixture of looking completely confused and looking like he just played a joke on someone, totally cracked me up. I will pause there and do the next one. I think I'm going to move around as well because the sun's moving.